Okay guys, so this is the video where you're going to learn about the offside to offside turn and the near side to near side turn. Okay, so these are the two ways that you can turn with traffic who are also turning right when you're on the major road crossroads. Hi everyone, so I want to do lesson 6 as a video because it's just a little bit more complicated with what's going on with the turns, so I just want you to see it as a running video, so it just makes total sense. So just forgive my reflection if it gets caught in this video. This is a continuation of lesson 5. If you've been following along with my lesson plans, I did Crossroads 1, where you come up on the minor road there, and we spoke about who's got priority and stuff. But of course now we're on the major road coming up like this. So if you're on the major road, you've got priority to go left and you've got priority to go straight on. Of course, be careful when you do those things, just in case you've got any people being crazy, but you do have the official priority over cars, not pedestrians if you're turning. But look at the other videos for that. But if you're turning right, you don't have priority over cars, okay? So oncoming people have priority to turn left and go straight. And if you're turning right, it isn't as clear cut as a right turn like that you are only giving way to oncoming people who are turning left and going straight, because now the oncoming people may decide that they want to turn into the side road there. So now there's this extra sort of thing that you need to do inside to be able to turn. Now in these situations, if I'm completely honest with you, most of the time in this situation, the whole car takes up the whole road, right? So in this video, there is a space, they've made the cars quite small so people can pass on the left to go left and straight. However, it's quite common that the car would take up the whole space and cause a traffic jam behind if they're turning right, okay? So that is, that's a thing. But anyway, so you put your signal on to the right to say, I want to turn right. You look ahead to see who you immediately need to give way to, and this person wants to turn into the side road. Now, when that happens, it's probable or likely that as you're coming up to slow down, this person may not even want to get involved with any of the turns, and they may just stop here and just let you turn. Or as you're slowing down, this person might just go straight away, right? That could happen. But if you are going to be doing it at exactly the same time, so turning at the same time as the other car, there's two ways to do it. So the typical path is either near side to near side, which is when you pass in front of the other car, or offside to offside, which is when you go behind, all right? So near side to near side, which is more common, is this one. So as you come up, you're going to be turning in front of the other car if there's no one coming from down here to turn left and go straight, like that. So you turn in front, so you must make sure it's safe and there's no one that can squeeze through and going left and straight before you go. In this video, they go at the same time, but it may be that you can go first as they're still waiting for people for them to give way to, and they go later perhaps. But in this video, of course, they're just going at the same time. Or the other way to do it is that you can do offside to offside, which is when you pass each other like that. And then you turn. All right. So those are the two turns. Now, the reason why they're called that is because the left side of the car is called the near side and the right side is called the offside. So as you do a near side to near side turn, notice that the left side of the car passes the left side of his car, hence the name near side to near side, because the left of the car is called the near side, left side to left side. And then the right side to right side, so the right side of the car is passing the right side of his car like that. And if it's safe for these people to go, then they can go, right? So that's pretty straightforward. Okay, so visibility wise, offside to offside is the best one. So as you're coming up, if you haven't given way to each other or anything like that has happened, as you go up, this is the best view, and visibility is excellent because as you're there waiting, you can see beautifully who's turning left and going straight, and you would only make a safe decision to turn in here when there's no cars, when there's no pedestrians, and you can turn beautifully. And the red car will have the same thing. He can see the people coming down to turn left and go straight, so the visibility is amazing, and turn. To be completely honest with you, I'm on the road 24/7 all the time. I'm literally on the road all the time. Organically, people don't tend to pull this out of the bag very much organically. People tend to use this if it's enforced, if there's like arrows on the floor. So if there's a open area in the middle where there's hatch markings that opens the road into almost sort of 3 lanes, the middle lane is then for turning right, and then there's a arrow which is signifying right there and right there, so it enforces cars to do an offside to offside. So if it's lined, offside to offside is obviously going to happen. If it's organically done, like in this picture, a lot of the time the public don't prefer this one. So I'm just saying, I mean, I've been on the road for 21 years and I think I've only seen this 4 times in my professional career as an organic way of doing it. The people behind here also would have to be really up to date. So if there was like 5 people behind this blue car trying to turn and 5 people behind this red car, it would be quite one at a time. He goes, then the next person goes up, and then he goes. It would be quite time consuming if it was a very busy road to do an offside to offside turn, and the person behind would really have to be up to date, because if that person behind stopped here, this red car is going to be very upset, and vice versa. So on a busy road, you probably wouldn't want to pull out offside to offside anyway.
I do feel like I should mention at this stage that some crossroads are inline and some are staggered. So the picture on the left is of a inline crossroads. The roads are opposite are in line. And the one on the right, the roads opposite are not in line. So the inline crossroads, the one on the left, is much more likely that people will do the offside to offside technique, especially if the road is only wide enough for one car to turn. But people still don't like it very much. They still don't like it. So you'll probably find that the oncoming person will just give way to you, or they'll go before you. Or they'll try and do near side to near side anyway. But it's more likely with an inline crossroads that you're going to be trying to do the offside to offside. That's where it was designed for. And then you've got a staggered junction, which is where, depending on the situation of where the actual road is, if the right turn is earlier than theirs, then you're going to bring out the near side to near side technique. And if the road is later than theirs, then you're going to organically bring out the offside to offside. You probably wouldn't even think about it that much, because you'll just be going for your point of turn and it will happen naturally. I just thought I should mention that at this point.
So near side to near side. Near side to near side is extremely popular. People pull it out the bag all the time, and people come up and they prefer to stop just before earlier like this, but the visibility is very poor. It is extremely difficult to see down here to see if there's any bikes or any cars coming. Take extra caution when you're doing this turn. Make sure that no one is coming down here and turning left before you take the turn. All right, but it is very good for traffic, getting rid of lots of traffic. So if there's again 5 people behind here and 5 people behind here and nobody coming on either side, all of that traffic is going to be able to turn if it's safe to do so. So it clears a lot of traffic. Very good for busy roads. If it's safe to do so, it will clear traffic quite quickly. All right, so those are the 2 turns that you can make.
Okay guys, so I hope that this information helps and that you're a bit more in tune with what an offside to offside turn and what a near side to near side turn is. My advice is to approach these very gently, and like any complex and difficult junction or interaction with other traffic where you're going to be turning and interacting with people, approach slowly, give yourself some time. Notice what the behaviour of other people are. You know, the slow approach will be safer for the person behind as well, because they'll see brake lights. And yeah, so just approach carefully. And if you are doing the near side to near side turn, you know, make sure that you look out for bikes, because they're hard to see behind those vehicles. All right, so I hope this helps, and I wish you all the luck with your driving.